N.W.J. Was there really a mole in Ryan Garcia's camp? And you see that clip with the Asian fighter? Sounds like he hurt Ryan Garcia to the body. I even saw a clip where Javante was saying that he knows Garcia was hurt to the body. He even said, go ask him, go mention that. Like, I know he was hurt to the body. I don't approve all that stuff. I feel like if you think you're better than a fighter, fight him on your own terms. Show your skill is better than him. I'm not gonna spend money and pay somebody in your camp to tell me what you're doing and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's true or not, but Davis didn't even need that to beat Ryan Garcia. You could see the different you just knew there was a different level of fighter with Tank Davis as opposed to Ryan Garcia. I don't know how true this thing is with this. I don't know his name, so I'm just gonna call him the Asian guy I saw online. But Ryan Garcia, I don't know if he was hurt before the fight or not. But newsflash, most fighters aren't 100% when they go into a fight. They've spent around 7 to 8 weeks, sometimes longer, in training camps, sparring endless rounds and lifting weights. So they're coming in with injuries a whole lot of times, and they just have to work around it. So even if Ryan was hurt to the body, he was well enough to get into the ring, or he should have pulled out and postponed it. Why go into a fight wounded against someone that you know is a great fighter, and then after the fact talk about, well, I wasn't 100%. That's just, people aren't going to go for that. So I don't know what to believe at this point as far as the footage of the guy saying he was in the camp or something. I don't know if Davis really had a mole in the camp or not, but like I said, he didn't need one anyway because he's the more skillful boxer with the higher ring IQ. I saw Shakur Stevenson saying before the fight that he believed Tank had the higher ring IQ than Ryan. Ryan can still be a great fighter, but there's a lot of things he has to correct. He has to get his mind and heart in the right place. First of all, if your mind's not right, it doesn't matter what your body looks like. If your mind ain't there, then ain't nothing gonna work. So he has to get his mind and his heart right, decide if he wants to fight anymore. People were talking about how Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins weren't at the post-fight press conference supporting Ryan. And I hadn't even noticed that. I don't know if they were there, just not sitting up there with him. But if that's the case, then he needs a new team around him that's going to support him. Because, especially there's so much talent in that division. There's going to be a round robin of losses probably because there's so much talent there. So you can't have people abandoning you the minute you lose. I mean, that's not cool. Oscar lost fights. Would he wanted his team to abandon him? No, of course not. But that's just my thoughts. Do you guys think there was a mole in the Ryan Garcia camp? Do you guys think there was one? And do you believe the claims that Ryan was hurt to the body in sparring before this fight? Do you believe Ryan quit? Some people believe he quit. Some people believe he just didn't want to fight. Well, I guess that's the same thing. I meant to say some people believe he quit, and some people believed that he was so hurt he couldn't get up. I kind of feel like he probably could have gotten up. I mean, look at fighters like Ali, look at Tommy Morrison. Both guys fought with broken jaws. Morrison, I believe, had a broken jaw early in the fight against Joe Hip and still won the fight. I believe, I don't know, remember, I think it was by knockout. Ali had a broken jaw against Ken Norton, finished the fight back when the gloves weren't even as good, and it was 15 rounds. So if you can fight with a broken jaw, still get hit in the face, I'm pretty sure you could get up from a liver shot. I know it causes severe pain and shuts your body down. I've never been hit there, but I hear it can shut your body down temporarily. But, he sat on his knee for a while, and he could have taken an 8 count, stood up, gathered himself, clenched, moved around as best he could, and survived the round, I think, but only Ryan knows. And he can come back from this. It's going to be hard when people start labeling you as a quitter. They did that with Daniel Dubois, when he got his eye socket. broken, and I defended him. They did that with Vitaly Klitschko when the Chris Bird fight back in the day. He was winning the fight, and then something I believe happened with his shoulder, and he stopped fighting, and they gave it to Chris Bird. They're labeling Klitschko the quitter when he was one of the toughest fighters in the heavyweight division ever. He gave Lennox Lewis fits, and he never got knocked down as a pro ever. And he was the tougher Klitschko to me. And both were talented, but I always thought he was the tougher because he throw unorthodox, weird punches. But what I'm saying is, you don't want to get labeled as a quitter because then you make your journey back to the top harder than it had to be. Just don't quit, suck it up, do what you have to do to win the fight, and don't cheat though. But do what you have to do, clinch, you know, talk to yourself if you have to. I think Emmanuel Stewart told Lennox Lewis that during the Ray Mercer fight. Talk to yourself. Let your hands go. You can't take them home with you. Anyway, this is the J. Roos Theory. I said J. Roos Theory. It's N.W.J. My main platform is the J. Roos Theory. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. Shout out to Coach James Bashir, the best trainer on earth. Shout out to Andrew Tucker World, Viking Samurai. Shout out to BWTM Sports and Gaming. And thanks for watching. Let's make sure this page takes off. Like what? Like a car with the brakes off. LSR forever. You like them bars too, don't you?